Good evening from New York. I'm Chris Hayes. MAGA world is still reeling from the ongoing breakup between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Notably, some of their biggest fans are just struggling to accept that this is really the end.
I think it's incredibly unfortunate. You and I are both good friends with President Trump, and we're both good friends with Elon Musk. They're both extraordinary men. I hope that both of them come back together, because when the two of them are working together, we'll get a lot more done for America than when they're at cross purposes.
I think it is important for us to pray, for peace and the unification of these two guys, because as Bill Ackman said, and you've said yourself, the country's in a lot better spot when those two are united.
For his part, Republican Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa invoked his wife's desire to see the two men reconcile. Quote, "I just heard Barbara Grassley say this disagreement and arguments between Musk and Trump must end. I know she loves both Musk and President Trump. I'd advise you to follow her advice." And Republican Senator Mike Lee of Utah has been openly pleading with both men to end their feud, tweeting, quote, "Who else really wants Elon Musk and real Donald Trump to reconcile? Repost if you agree the world is a better place with the Trump-Musk bromance fully intact." Even shared this photoshopped image, which is pretty funny, of Trump and Musk as a married couple with the caption, quote, "I never got over my parents' divorce." Now, unfortunately for the senator, it doesn't seem like reconciliation is in the cards, at least not today, not right now. And the MAGA world is slowly coming to terms with the fact that they're going to need to pick sides. In fact, Musk is forcing the question after reviewing the results of a very unscientific poll on his own social media platform. The billionaire is now calling for a third party following his split from the Republicans. Quote, "The people have spoken. A new political party is needed in America to represent the 80% in the middle. And exactly 80% of people agree," smiley emoji. "This is fate." God, he's just got a knack for posting, doesn't he? Adding it will be called the America Party. Not sure how many takers Musk is going to get on that offer, though. Most of his old Republican allies seem to be siding with the sitting president of the United States, including Trump's buddies on the Fox and Friends curvy couch.
The Epstein file thing was way over the top and just crazy to say that Trump was in the Epstein files. I mean, what are you doing? Sometimes when people get drunk, they do crazy things, but this is a total escalation.
We're going to have more to say about the Epstein part of this. In fact, a lot more later in the show. But I guess, welcome to the resistance, Fox and Friends, kind of. I mean, that kind of recklessness on display by Elon Musk yesterday is identical to the recklessness he's been displaying every day for the last year that we have been warning about since Donald Trump handed him a chainsaw and let him loose on the federal bureaucracy. And then just a few days ago, literally handed him a key to the government. And of course, all of this reflects incredibly poorly on the president of the United States. And so desperate for some sort of salvaging party line, MAGA world today today want us to all think the takeaway here is that president is taking a page from Michelle Obama. When Elon goes low, Trump goes high.
But I give Trump so much credit. For the most part, he's measured, wants to be here, appreciate what he did. EV mandate was eliminated. He's not happy about it. He says foundationally he doesn't like the bill. You know what? The bill might actually get better because of Musk, and I think we're working towards that right now. With Elon Musk, and I know it sounds crazy, he just doesn't understand politics. He has no idea about compromise.
That measured response is mostly just Trump venting to TV journalists about Musk over the phone instead of posting about him in all caps on social media. Today, Trump told ABC News Musk, quote, lost his mind. He told Fox News Elon's totally lost it. He told CNN the poor guy's got a problem. But lest you think Trump isn't acting restrained, he also told CBS News he's not focused on Musk. And despite Trump's apparent willingness to speak to any journalist with a cell phone, his own Vice President, J.D. Vance, is blaming those same journalists for reporting the things Trump tells him on the record. Quote, "There are many lies the corporate media tells about President Trump. One of the most glaring is that he's impulsive or short-tempered. Anyone who has seen him operate under pressure knows that's ridiculous." Yeah, totally. Whatever you say, it's probably worth keeping in mind that when Trump did post about the feud on social media, when was it? Yesterday. It was to threaten to end billions of dollars in federal contracts the U.S. government has with Musk. So I guess he can now acknowledge that those contracts are wasteful and they were pork and cronyism and they only existed because Musk was his buddy, or they're not and he's going to get rid of them purely out of vengeance. That's restraint, right? Despite Trump's so-called measured response, his feud is still causing problems across MAGA world. This is really amazing. Check this out. It has gotten so bad that the FBI Director Kash Patel, who, of course, had a big interview with Joe Rogan, had his interview interrupted with the breaking news.
This is going to come up because it's been going on since we've been recording here. Elon and Trump seem to be in a bit of a spat, Joe. You want to check the tweet that Elon just put out a little bit ago?
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ.
I'm not participating in any of that conversation.
What is he?
Elon
Have a nice day, DJT. Someone should take his phone away. Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files? I mean, does he have access to the Epstein files?
I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out of the Trump-Elon thing.
Oh, the FBI director is staying out of the Trump-Elon thing? He's staying out of an accusation that Donald Trump is in a secret file linking him to Jeffrey Epstein that the FBI is possession of? On the other hand, when Joe Rogan, of all people, thinks you've got off the deep end and someone should take away your phone, it's probably time to log off for a little while. But Musk's prolonged crash out is still going on. He's been something on a tear. He's been tweeting slurs at Trump's informal advisor, Steve Bannon, who's been a very vocal Musk critic, who wants the world's richest man deported.
I do believe, I strongly believe that he's here illegally, that he lied on all his applications and visas, and that if that's the case, he has to be deported immediately. You cannot deport 13 million people, particularly many people from the third world, and let some billionaire get away with that. So I'm very strongly for that he should be deported if it turns out that he did these things inappropriately, which I strongly believe we'll find out, but that is for people to actually investigate.
I'm pretty sure Elon Musk would reject that characterization of his immigration status, but all things considered, I think Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez might have summed it up best.
Any quick reaction on what's going on with Elon Musk and President Trump on Twitter right now?
Oh, man, the girls are fighting, aren't they? You know, I would say that this was something that was a long time coming.